All right, we're here with Karissa Schweizer the night after her 10,000 meter prelim. First of all, Karissa, just wondering how you're feeling coming back from that long race last night, which was pretty quick.
Yeah, feeling pretty good. Just made sure during the race just to stay relaxed and comfortable, and it helps that when it's an even pace like that to recover at least. So yeah, feeling good.
How was your recovery? How do your legs feel after 10,000 as compared to the shorter races that you run?
Yeah, it definitely takes a toll on the legs, but we've just learning how to recover from that, just getting treated right away and just making sure I really relax and try to go to bed as early as I can.
Were you surprised at how quick it went out last night?
Yes and no. I mean, usually girls' races go out pretty honest, and I like an honest race, so it was good, and I was expecting both ways. I was actually expecting it to go like pretty slow, but when it went fast, I was just ready for it. So.
Did the Stanford race help you prepare for that? I mean, that was a totally different race. It seemed like on paper, but when you guys started running in the even splits, it looked pretty familiar, and the weather looked the same.
Yeah, it was kind of reminding me a little bit about Stanford. When you have such beautiful weather out here, it's hard not to run fast.
What was your mentality in this race as opposed to Stanford? What did you take away from that first 10,000?
Yeah, I learned a lot from the first 10,000, just hanging in there and learning that I can hang as long as possible and try to kick at the end. It's definitely a mentally tough race, and so I've been learning a lot through these past 10Ks.
And you didn't need to win, but you did win.
it just, I mean, my coach knows this. It kills me not to be in the lead, and he told me not to take the lead for last lap, then you can take the lead. So I was just like, patience, and it killed me not to go at 1,000 or something, but just knowing that I have another race to worry about.
Was it just a psychological thing? You just like the feeling of crossing the line first, even if it's a prelim?
Yeah, I just like practicing that kick, and kind of when you're in that rhythm and just practicing cutting it down for championship season. 67 in the last 400? Does that jive with what you thought you could do off that pace? Yeah, I was really excited, feeling comfortable with that pace, especially after Stanford. That was a hard one, so I was really excited to run a 10K that I felt more comfortable in.
And you mentioned before you thought it might go out a little slower, but you're willing to adapt. Was there a point in the race when you had to rein yourself in and say, hold it back, or was the pace quick enough to where you didn't need to do that?
Yeah, when we were going out, I was actually hearing the paces, and I was just like, uh-oh, what if I hit a wall all of a sudden? So I was trying to slow everyone down, but I mean, you can't do that, so.
Did you think they were kind of keying off you, seeing as how you come in with all the national champions?
Yeah, I tried not to factor too much in this race. I mean, I wanted a slow pace, obviously, but having such an even pace actually helps me a lot too. So, I don't know, I feel like just everyone was kind of going off Alice, and she set a really fast pace, and it was a good race.
And 5,000, what's the strategy there?
Yeah, just to qualify and be prepared for a fast race, but be prepared for a slow race too.
And what went into the decision to decide on these two races? You're good at a lot of events. Why these two?
Just because this is just more of a comfortable double for me, and I really wanted to double at nationals, and being 10K, getting a whole day in between really helps me, and just knowing that I have more confidence in the longer distances.
Mm-hmm. Does the 5,000, doing that second after the 10,000, you get the event that you're not as experienced in first out of the way, and then you go to an event where you're more comfortable. Does that help at all? Yeah,
I think it helps, because I'd say the 10K is the harder event and the one I'm not experienced in, so getting to do that fresh on fresh legs is exciting for me, and just to see what I can do in that. And then the 5K where I'm more experienced, just having to do that as kind of like the cherry on top.
Mm-hmm. And beyond NCAA competition, do you see yourself in the future more as a 10,000 runner?
I don't know yet. It's a long distance, and I really like the 5K, so just definitely keeping it in mind though.
Mm-hmm. So the legs are feeling good though for the 5,000?
Yeah, I'm ready, and just forgetting about the 10K, now focusing on the 5K.
Great. Thanks, Karissa.
Yeah, thank you.